This is the brand new 2024 Chevy Silverado ZR2 AEV Bison. And this is probably one of the most hardcore pickup trucks on the market today. I'm here at Jerry Seiner Chevrolet in Salt Lake City. If you would like to purchase this truck, surprisingly, it is available. Let's go ahead and take a look at the window sticker so you guys can see some of the options and features on this build. At the very top are the specs, colors, and powertrain. And be sure to pause it for the standard equipment here. And it does come only in the short bed configuration. So base price is right here. That's $69,900. And the Bison package is $8,440. Technology package is right there. And then this one was optioned with the 6.2 liter. Destination comes in at $1,995 with a total price of $84,000. And here are some of the Philly County numbers right here. I don't care what fanboy you are, you have to admit, this is a really nice hardcore off-road pickup. That AEV bumper is something different. I hate off-road bumpers for the most part because sometimes they make the truck look kind of goofy. These look perfect. They have great lines. And they don't even look like aftermarket bumpers, although they are, because American Expedition Vehicle is who they're through. Black recovery hooks right here. You have the projector style fog lights, parking sensors. There is a little bit of plastic at the very top. I almost wonder if this is like a step too. I think that's a step right there. I never noticed it, but that has to be a step because they give you an indentation for your foot, right? Steel skid plates down below. And check out the front grille. They have the ZR2 badge. They have your flow-through tie right there. Forward-facing camera. I love the blackout that they give you with the silver that runs through it. And because this is so much wider than the regular Silverado half tons, they do provide these clearance lights on the side right there. Full LED headlights, high and low beams. And this does have the animations for the turn signals. Off to the side, just check out the ground clearance that you have. It's pretty darn good. This is the wheel you're gonna get with this package. It's through AEV, aluminum, wrapped in a Goodyear Wrangler tire. Now the only negatives are, this front bumper can accept a winch. However, you cannot get one from the factory, and they don't give you larger tires. So these are the same tires you would get with the regular ZR2. Goodyear Wrangler Territory MTs, 275, 70, 18. So this is going to be 33.2 inches tall, and I believe it's 10.8 inches wide. So here's some of the capacities for the tire right here. 2,680 pounds at 50 psi. Independent front suspension. This truck does have the Multimatic DSSV, which is dynamic suspension spool valve. They do give you a fabric material for your wheel wells, which is easy to wash out. And here are those fender flares finished in plastic. And then here's that ZR2 badge. And then on the top of the mirror, you have a painted black mirror cap. The rest of this is finished in plastic. Light that shines forward. And you're gonna have the cameras down below on both mirrors. So this is gonna have the surround HD vision camera view, 360 camera view, whatever you wanna call it. Black handles for the doors, smart key system, and this does have the rocker protection here, which comes a part of that AEV package too. Now, as far as your suspension out back goes, they do give you 5 leafs in the main pack, which is different from the regular Silverado half tons. 24-gallon fuel tank, and then here's that Bison badge right there. Now these taillights are going to be pretty much LED with the exception of the reverse light. Parking sensors out back. More of that badging on the bumpers. So you get these bumpers front and rear. Recovery hooks out back, which is a nice addition too. You can add light pods right there on both sides of this bumper. And then they give you the camera views and 7-pin for your trailer. Here's some blackout badges for the rear too. And they do give you this black trim piece here with the AEV package. And the RhinoFLEX tailgate comes a part of it too. Let's do that one more time. There it is. So it does break into a step. They stamp ZR2 in the front, spray-in bed liner. They do provide this handle here to help you get inside the bed. Lighting on both sides, 400 watts of power. And there's two camera views at the very top, one for the bed and one for the rearview mirror. And here's a few functions that you get with this tailgate. It's pretty heavy too. You don't have power to put it back up. Here's the other side. Sterling silver is a really nice color, and it looks good with a blackout. One thing I love about the new ZR2 trucks for 2024 is you can now get the diesel. As a matter of fact, the diesel comes standard. So yes, as you saw on the window sticker, this 6.2 liter costs more than the diesel. I would 100% skip this engine, and here's why. I personally believe that because this engine has a dynamic fuel management, it's not really worth the premium. Now, this engine does have ridiculous performance, so if you want to go fast, this is the engine to get, because it's going to have 420 horsepower, 460 pound-feet of torque. However, you have to use premium fuel for this setup here. And even with the dynamic fuel management, it's not that efficient. So personally, I would skip this engine. 10-speed transmission, 323 rear end. Let's go ahead and check out the interior. If you're looking at a ZR2, the interior pretty much comes one way. The only exception is the AEV does give you two things you can't get on the other trucks. Number one, you get these specialty floor mats that say AEV, and they embroider this in the headrest. That's the only difference with this truck. So the outside gives you the most upgrades, and let me go ahead and continue showing you some of those upgrades real quickly while we're still outside. So right out of the gate, you do have these rock rails that protect the side of the cab, and they go back pretty far too. Also, you have this huge skid plate. They don't give you this big of a skid plate on the regular ZR2, so if you are going off-road, you probably want to get this package. And you see the holes that they give you? I'm assuming they do that because they want to make them lighter because they're steel, and to help make it easy to clean out all the mud that you might get stuck in there. They also give you a skid plate for the fuel tank, which you don't get with the regular ZR2. And you have a diff cover that's finished in steel here. Right there. You see that? So that diff cover is going to help protect that diff if you're sliding on rocks. Now this interior is jet black with gray stone. So this is your gray stone here. They also give you like this lime green stitching. Here's some more of that gray right there. And down below, I love the accents that they added to the speaker grill. This is a 9-speaker Bose. You do have power folding exterior mirrors, automatic up and down front, and auto down for the rears. Seat memories right there. Nice graphics on the interior and designs. Soft touch in the right spots. They do provide a grab handle right there. Power steering column. You don't normally see that on these types of trucks, but they do give you a lot of luxury amenities. The bolstering on these seats are a lot better compared to the regular Silverados. And you can't really use these to step in, but I'm going to try, because you don't want to scratch the side of the truck with your shoes, right? And close the door. They give you this animation. And large screens, 12.3 and 13.4. Push button starts right here. And then here's your paddle shifters. Now let's go ahead and start with the drive mode. So you do have tow haul right there. And it starts off in normal mode. So you can see normal. Sport mode's right here. So the exhaust does get a little bit louder with that sport. And the same thing goes for off-road mode. It does still stay loud, and terrain mode is the extra one that they give you with this truck. Heads-up display is right there. This screen is fully customizable, so you can change the layout. You can change what you see in the centers there. I like to put the tire pressure monitoring system and the transmission temperature in those, especially if you're using downhill assist, because that transmission does get hot and I like to monitor that. You can lock that front and rear, or just the rear axle. And this is your gear selector. Some people prefer the column shift. This is not too bad. It's easy to put it in the manual mode, and here's how you put it back in park. Here's some other buttons at the top here. You have your lane keep assist, parking sensors, auto stop start. You can drop the tailgate from inside the truck, caution lights, traction control. And this 13.4 is very customizable. And I think that GM is always a simple manufacturer. They make everything easy to use. So you can pretty much change what you see in the docking station right there. You can move things around on this screen. They do provide a trailering app for the truck, so you can name your trailer and have multiple trailers set up. If you hit this button, that's the home button. They have a second one outside the screen there. You can set up your climate within the screen, although you don't have to because GM gives it to you both ways. Some people like the screen. I like it outside the screen. Heated seats, ventilated seats, dual climate control. There's a lot of features that you get with this truck that just come standard, and that's what's nice about the ZR2. It's a luxury off-road pickup, and it's hard to say that out loud because it doesn't make sense to have a luxury off-road pickup, but they do that for you. USBs are right there. Center console is finished in leather. You have more of that graphic in the center right there. USBs, 120 volt power plug, removable tray with a deep storage area, and they do illuminate this area too. A little bit of storage at the very top. You don't get this with the GMCs because they have more of the premium interior, so you lose that storage. The roof is finished in black. You have LED lights. Truck still has home link for your garage or your gate. And vanity still have the warm white LED. And that's gonna be the same for both sides. Let's go ahead and check out the camera system, and then we'll move over to the passenger side. So you have the split screen. You can disable that very easily if you want to zoom into your conventional hitch. Also, you can use these cameras for going off-road. You can show the rear too. And then you have these camera views. You have above as well. And as I said earlier, you do have a camera for the bed to see above it. It does turn the lights on too when you turn on this camera view. The other camera was for this. But yeah, they have a lot of different camera views, and as you saw on the bumper, you can add inputs for your trailer to come up on the screen too. Here's the passenger side. And this is the cover for the storage above. There's a button on the side right here. And this is all finished in hard plastic. And then here's the lower part. You cannot use this for a slide-in camper for the bed. More of that AEV. 10-way passenger seat right there. Out back. Seat back pockets are right there. Nice leather seats, guys. I really do like the overall design. These do pop down for better visibility. 60/40 bench. Out back, there is some cup holders in the center. Heated seats right there for the outboards, USBs, cup holders. It's a really nice setup here. Now, here's what no one's gonna tell you about these trucks. I would not buy this truck to go towing a trailer. The most I would probably tow with this is probably 5,000 pounds. Now that's my opinion, and I'll explain that here in a second. So your gross ax weight rating out front is going to be 3,950 pounds. The rear is 3,800 pounds. And the gross vehicle weight rating is going to be 7,100 pounds. This truck has a 1,085 pound payload capacity. And they're showing conventional towing at 8,800 pounds. So this truck weighs 6,015 pounds on the curb. That is a lot of weight. And because this truck only has a 7,100 pound gross vehicle weight rating, you're pretty much there. Once you add in 4 adult men in this truck, you're pretty much at your capacity, guys. Especially if they're all 200 pounds. So, in my opinion, this is kind of like a Wrangler. So if you're really planning to go off-road, or if you want a truck that has that overall styling that this truck has, and you don't plan on towing with it, this is the best buy for you. Like, I think this truck looks so hardcore, especially with these bumpers. But because of those bumpers, this truck is too heavy really to do anything. And so yeah, in my opinion, this is a perfect off-road pickup truck to go to the mall in. That's it. That's what I would use this truck for. Now, if you were to get the regular ZR2, you will pick up about 500 pounds of payload. I will do another video comparing the two with and without this package. So yeah, be sure to stay tuned for that. But I hope you guys liked the video. Special shout out to Jerry Seiner again for allowing me to do this test. Be sure to reach out to them if you would like to purchase. They will ship trucks out. I've had a couple guys that actually have had orders done here and they either drove in to pick them up or had them shipped out. So be sure to reach out to Keith, sales manager. Let me know the video. See you guys soon.